What's the news?
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Icey Cast with myself, John McKellar of Icebox Glasgow, and of course my co-host, Jamie McDermott.
Hello.
Jamie, why are you wearing the same clothes as last week?
I always wear these clothes. See, like Einstein, I go into my cupboards and open them up, and it's just all black shirts and black coats and stuff. So black sunglasses. So like it saves me thinking about it.
Yeah.
Or I'm a hobo. You choose.
Well, I think you choose.
There, John, why are you? Well, if you get a bag of electric six, that's
actually I do actually.
Because you're friends with the singer.
I'm not friends with the singer.
Stalk him, John.
I've got Dick Valentine on Facebook. He's very good.
Ironically, I've also got Dick on Facebook.
Well, you get Dick for all angles, don't you? No, just
Wee tear.
brilliant stuff.
That's why I'm wearing glasses, because I can hide my tears.
Yeah.
So
It's brilliant.
Anyway.
Yeah, what's great about Dick Valentine is he's super accessible. Like, if you want his CD, you just message him.
Yeah.
He sends it to you himself. It's brilliant. Like, because then you're just like directly supporting him.
Yeah, well, you messing with the gigs.
Yeah.
And he's been like, I can't date him on the city that month. So, and he actually, like, see if I could literally, like, it would make my life so much easier when I want to put on a gig, I just message him back.
Yeah.
I don't get that. We don't get that with shit wee bands.
Yeah.
We need to message a manager who's somebody that works in fucking Tesco, and they're like, well, let me think about it. Let me think about it. But Dick Valentine, you can let them message him, and he's like, I'll check the schedule.
Yeah, I'll be like, 200 quid, mate.
Yeah. And I think his schedule's just a wall full of cabbages he's nailed up, and it's just because he's mental.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We've seen his music videos.
Yeah. To be fair, I did meet him at one of his shows, and he's super lovely in person.
Yeah.
Like, see, when he's like off stage and that, like, super really nice guy. Like, genuinely, he's disarmingly like nice. And
No,
cool.
who else that sounds like? Every American serial killer.
Well, if you've read his books, I mean, it's quite.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Chinatown Reach Around is quite.
Well, there we go.
When you give a woman a reach around, you're supposed to take your time. I got him to do a cameo from my girlfriend for Valentine's Day.
Jesus,
I think it was probably either last year or 2022, right? And I got him to read out I got him to recite the opening line of Fairfax Facial.
Right, for the cameo.
For the cameo.
Right, okay.
So it just kind of goes, he looks in the camera and goes, Julie, and then it's, when you give a woman a facial, you're creating a work of art on the blank canvas of her face. And so I sent that to my girlfriend, and she was in a library at the time. So she like put her earphones on and was like, oh, what's this? What the fuck is this?
People would watch it and go, is this a threat?
Yeah. And she said that like she was mortified, but also found it super hilarious.
Yeah.
Because imagine what that must have been like for him to get that cameo request, and he's like, I kind of have to do it because it's been bought.
Oh no, I think he'd be up for it. I think he'd be like, yeah, man, yes. Sorry. Check his work out. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. I remember, do you know Stage It? I think it's called Stage It, where you can do like online gigs.
Right.
I think it became a thing during the pandemic. Well, he did one of them for his 50th birthday, right? And it was like in two parts. So he did one part, and then there was the second part was like a short set. But the first part was just him listening to 50-year-old man by the phone. You know, because it's like 10 minutes long.
Right, yeah.
And he was just like he was just like swaying back and forth and like being like, and it would be like it was absolutely bonkers, but it was so funny. It was like just brilliant. Partly this week we're just talking about Dick Valentine.
Yeah, we've strayed from the path. Yeah. I don't mean the path of God, we've strayed for that years and years ago.
I think I missed the entrance to that path, mate. I was never on it.
Yeah, but again, it was a psychopath. Like, so, yeah, and you're a psychopath.
I'm not a psychopath.
Different, so.
No. No, officially, anyway.
No, technically.
No,
technically.
I'm just an idiot. Electric Six, by the way, are playing in Edinburgh on St Andrew's Day, so I would encourage you to go along, because if you've not been to see them live, they do like the best live show.
Yeah.
In terms of like value for money, there's no better live show that you're going to ever see.
When is St Andrew's Day?
November 30th, mate. Cool. As a Scotsman, you should know this.
I don't know any days.
November 30th, it's at the Queen's Hall, Edinburgh, I think it's called.
Like, my sister literally messaged me the day to remind me my dad's birthday's on Monday. So, like, and my dad's, like, he's in his 60s and I'm in
What
my
is he, like
40s.
63, 64?
No, 66 or something.
66?
Yeah. I'm fucking 44.
Oh, yeah, I right enough, because he had his 60th in the Icebox,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. So here we are.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to see Electric Six again. It'll be my 4th year in a row going to see them.
Good for you, mate.
So if you want to go,
times.
then you should, because they're brilliant. And Dick Valentine, lovely guy,
What venue is it?
brilliant musician, very disturbing content.
Yeah. I mean,
But,
I've touched on that. I've touched on some
Yeah.
content. What venue is it? Is it?
yeah, we listen
is it
to
Banshee Labyrinth? Or is it?
Queen's Hall, I think.
Oh, Queen's Hall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
Oh,
listen.
about market.
We listened to Chinatown Reach Around together, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We were just like, this is mental.
Yeah. Aye. And I realised how fucking
Aye.
crazy it was. So yeah. You know what? That kind of stuff's kind of right up
Yeah.
my street. I'm good.
Like
with
a bit with the barman when he's talking about being a robot charcoal.
it. Yeah. Boy, it seems like my fever dreams. Well, like,
Aye. Fairfax
Yeah.
Special's even more mental.
So anyway, this is the name of games, letter I.
Aye, we enjoyed that so much last week that we've decided to put you through it again. No, today we're literally just going to chat about a wee bit of this or that. It's almost going to be like a game of 20 questions almost.
Yeah.
The format, except we probably neither of us can count to 20.
Yeah,
so
it'll be more like 5 questions and then we'll just go off on tangents.
Yeah. I mean, we've done a pretty good job. 8 minutes in and we haven't even...
Aye, we've done an official intro and anything like I told you about the content is going to
be. Yeah, why don't you want to start? Because I don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, we've got days we're talking about favourites, John. Everybody's got favourites. I've got favourites, you've got favourites. We've got things that we agree and disagree with. So I'm going to just ask you what some of your favourite things is. And it'll just be a simple choice, John. Be a simple choice between one thing or another thing.
Or this or that.
Or that. Or this or because we're doing the callback. Me callback there for you. Because now I want you to watch it and go, that's the name of it.
Yeah.
Like doing falls into it.
Like I always do, he did the thing when they talk about when they say the name of the episode, the next
so
my girlfriend loves that. I'm sure.
I'm absolutely sure. Yeah. I'm sure she's like, "Fuck, it's coming."
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting on her just stabbing me in the fucking neck.
I'm surprised it's not happened. So anyway, favourite things. So we just start off right in about it, John. What is your favourite dinosaur?
Stegosaurus.
Okay, I was going to try and fucking go against you, but I think Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus is a good dinosaur. I thought you were going to go with the classic Tyrannosaurus Rex. I
love the T-Rex, man, because obviously who doesn't that's seen Jurassic Park?
Stegosaurus, mate.
Stegosaurus is the best. Yeah. It's the elephant of dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's like in the old stop motion films, it beats the shit out of any other dinosaur, even though they probably didn't love it at the same time.
No,
so they were very different things. Yeah. Okay, because my next one would be the Stegosaurus would be, if I was to pick another one, it'd be Triceratops.
Triceratops is cool, man. Triceratops.
That'd be a fight, both of them, and a ring, and a death match. But they can only stand on their back feet, so they're kind of, pants.
Both of them would struggle, I think, on their back feet.
You know what? That's some of the joy.
Yeah, it would be like what would happen, I think, if we started fighting.
Yeah. I'd be terrible. I don't even know. I don't even know if I could fight in it. So, like, just generally, like, it's hard for me to get up out of bed sometimes. So,
I think
some sort of combat.
If we were trying to fight, we would probably have to get on offers and start that way.
Well, it ducks. That's going to be horrible, though. I'm going to get arrested for fucking indecent exposure or something.
One of us will like rip her fucking jeans down the back and it'll just be a mess. Police won't even arrest us. Let's go use put the poor guys to the hospital. Let's just get used poor bastards to the hospital.
Okay, right. So Stegosaurus, I'm mildly unhappy that I can argue that.
Yeah.
So good for you, dickhead.
I'm just going to go straight for the jugular. Who's your favourite parent?
Al Bundy.
Good save.
My brain was like, find a way out.
Yeah. For me, that question's pretty easy to answer, but I know that for you, that would have been a struggle.
A block of cabbages.
It's like, Dick Valentine, you got any ideas here?
Oh, fucking touch me, Dan. That was a struggle. Oh God, aye. That's always a hard one.
No, not for me.
Like, if I was asked to say who's your favourite sibling,
Ross.
Jesus fuck, right in there.
We've been together since we were babies.
Since you were siblings.
Always been together. Like, I love all three of my siblings, right?
Yeah.
All three of my brothers, absolutely love them. If you want to ask me who's my favourite, objectively, it has to be Ross.
No, my favourite
I've been with my whole
my
life
favourite is Debbie.
because he's your only sibling.
That don't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't matter. Don't matter. And if I had another
What about the
sibling,
two lassies for sister?
what?
Sister.
I don't
Did you
know.
never watch this?
No.
You were probably a wee bit too old for that, to be honest. Like, it was when I was like
Sorry, being about 30.
when I was like prepubescent, you would have been what,
Yeah,
like
something
16,
like that.
17?
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
It was on like Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I was smoking crack behind the bike shed and you were
Yeah.
fucking watching Sister.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
And
Whatever
Hey
nonsense
Arnold.
that is. I know Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
But I'm aware of Hey Arnold. I never
Yeah.
watched it. I'm aware of Hey Arnold.
You never watched Hey Arnold?
No.
Mate, I think it's on
I
like,
just know of it.
what's it on? It's on like Paramount Plus or something. Get it watched, man.
I
It's
won't.
fucking brilliant.
I will not watch it. It's too late now, mate. Too late. It's passed me by. That's a time in the past. What's your favourite cartoon, John?
My favourite cartoon is Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, fuck.
I think we've covered this before on like previous iterations of the podcast.
Batman stuff,
Yeah,
I think
it was we were talking about individual episodes of TV that stuck with us.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned at the time Heart of Ice, which is pure gold.
Yeah, actually, because I'm like one of my main things. I would say if I was going favourite cartoons, it'd be the early X-Men.
You mean like the
original cartoons?
like X-Men '97?
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah. But if I'm going to that as well, then you could even go back to things. And if I was thinking further back than that, there was a time in my life when it was all your He-Man, your Thundercats, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Transformers, Jesus fuck, aye.
My big cousin's married to a guy who's
I wasn't a fan of
older than us.
Hanna-Barbera stuff. No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't a big fan of Scooby-Doo. And that was all had to be. It wasn't. It had to
turn
be.
it off. I'm just going to end the show right.
Like,
Unbelievable.
It was all right. I would watch it, but I much preferred my Thundercats, my Transformers, that kind of stuff. Preferred my action type stuff. Preferred my stuff that was more like a comic.
Yeah, I think my cousin Tracy, her husband Andy, he's like roughly about the same age as you, almost exactly, and he's into like the Thundercats and especially Transformers as well.
It's kind of our period of time, essentially.
It would have been like for yous what I guess Ninja Turtles became for me. Like it was that and Biker Mice.
Yeah.
More so.
I loved fucking Ninja. I never watched Biker Mice, but I love Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles was just at the point where maybe a couple of years after I stopped watching cartoons altogether. So Ninja Turtles hit me at the.
You stopped watching cartoons?
I did. It's not like crack takes you in weird places.
Yeah.
Bath types.
Cartoons on my crack.
So,
I like my car.
And even like I said to you now it's went full circle because now I'm watching fucking like cartoons.
Watching X-Men.
Watching like X-Men. Watching cartoons. I'm listening to music I listened to fucking years ago. I'm struggling with my exams. I was going to ask you like your favourite computer games, but we don't have a time. I'm not going to ask you what your favourite computer game is because
I think it's obvious.
I know I'm not asking you because you're going to mad fucking segue and everything will go dark. The screen will go dark and it'll just be you.
We'll just leave it.
Say one thing.
I'll just say Metal Gear Solid.
Yes.
Especially Metal Gear Solid 4.
Have you ever played Metal Gear Soft?
I haven't, mate. I'm always, as soon as I see that title screen, I'm solid.
Oh, it's solid, right? That's fair, aye. Yeah. Because Liquid Snake, I'd figure would be quite soft.
Liquids aren't really soft, though, are they? Like, it's a different thing. Like, liquids are...
I'd say liquids
I mean, I'm no like a...
You get a bag of liquid?
Scientist.
Squeeze it, we keep punching the table.
I know.
Fuck, man. A bag of liquid's quite soft.
But it's like... I don't really quite. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know what the words are that I'm looking for right now. But like, liquid's more about the flow rather than the feel. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Science.
In fairness, though, I'm filled up.
Liquid's
filled up to the gills.
He's took a lot of exercise for himself. So, like I try to say, John, that's for daytime. Yeah. That's too much exercise. And he was like, "No, fuck you guys."
Yeah, I've got catching up today.
Yeah.
No, there's a wee update for a couple of weeks back. My ADHD meds arrived finally. It's good stuff. Not that any of you care.
So John's on uppers.
Yeah, not that any of you people give a fuck, but still, it's nice. It's nice, Jamie.
I'm sure it is, John.
Sweating a lot.
Yeah. Aye. Where's your shoes, John?
I ate them. I mistook them for cabbage. Right, so you kind of sprung this idea on me pretty much last minute, so I'm kind of trying to think. I've already pretty much shot. I've already shot my load, man, with that first one.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good one.
I know you're sleepy. I get it, John.
What's your favourite? What's your favourite Celtic title win that you've witnessed in your lifetime?
That I've witnessed.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know.
I mean, you've seen a lot. Like
I've seen a lot. Aye.
What have you got? Like 17 titles in the 21st century.
Aye, no, but that's it. Like it's a hard one to say. My thing is because there was one point where a lot of them didn't really mean much because
it's no 10 in a row anyway. That's for sure.
no. Fuck you, John. Like my most exciting night of watching Celtic ever was when we lost the fucking European to fucking that was it. That's it burned into my memory as the most like happy, sad, angry fucking night ever when we actually get put out of the bar because like basically the bar was like everybody because
everybody was going to drink themselves at violent stupid.
It just went fucking
deflating.
And I think that's how it was kind of burned in my memory because we went for the highs to the lows, and then years later when he was like, "Oh, we did cheat," you're like, "Fucking, we fucking knew it." We like,
it's kind of surprising to me that you would say that actually at our stuff like beating Barcelona. You know, and you beat Man United as well, didn't you?
But it's not but it's not the wins. I don't think it is the wins that kind of the wins obviously they stick in your memory, but it's the rush of winning and losing. Like any gambler, essentially, it's the rush of both, and the one that sticks in my mind is the how close you go to winning something that you really fucking want.
It's kind of I guess it's probably akin to Roma last season in the Europa League, getting to the final, and in my opinion, being absolutely robbed.
Yeah, I Roma fucked my coot in fucking last European game they played. Was it Milano or?
Yeah, well, that's what you get for betting against Roma.
Fucking Roma were like, for Roma to win, they were like stupid. It was like you start a tenner and you get like £100 back or something just for Roma to win.
That's your problem, though, mate.
Roma, stupid Roma bastards. It cost me like £80. Good. I could have bought a cat.
You'll think twice before you fucking bet against my team then,
I will not. I will not because let's face it, they should have lost up.
That's what it gets people.
But I never looked at historical thingies on the win and all that kind of stuff. Right. I should have because the next day in the paper it was all like, they've been waiting for this one and all, and I'm like, it was like an anniversary.
I think it was the first time in 10 that we.
But it was an anniversary win, and I'm like, I should look at that. That's the shit.
It was the first time in 10 at the San Siro, I believe, that Roma had won.
Yeah, that's the shit that gets you.
Because it was the same with the Derby della Capitale last week. It was 2 years since Roma had won the Derby. It was 1 draw and 3 losses in the last 4.
Oh, right, okay.
And then Roma won 1-0. For the last 15, 20 minutes of that, Lazio were just fucking. They were like the international karate guy with the fucking fly kick, you know what I mean?
Aye. That one.
It was beyond a joke. Yeah. It was disgraceful the way that they were playing, and the referee just lost it. Guendouzi was going to be grabbing folk by the neck and all that, and fucking nothing. Arseholes. Anyway, so you're saying losing the UEFA Cup
is almost like my best win,
right?
Weirdly,
that's very weird considering it was a very gutting, crushing loss.
Yeah, but it's the only thing sticks in my head.
So your dad's what, 65-ish?
Yeah,
66. Does he remember 67? Does he remember the Lisbon?
Yeah.
Has he ever talked to him about his like reminiscences of that?
Yeah.
No. It would be interesting to see what Danny has to say about that, because obviously Celtic, not only Celtic winning what's now the Champions League, but 11 guys that were all born in like a very small vicinity of kids.
Yeah.
It's just something you don't see. You're never going to see that again. So it would be interesting to know what your dad remembers. What your dad remembers at that time, because obviously, like, it must have been such a big deal for Celtic supporters, especially to do it before Rangers. You know what I mean? Like, they won it before Rangers ever did.
I mean, the Rangers are a new team now, so it's like they
Well, that is
have to do that. So they're doing quite well for a new team, to be fair. I look forward to seeing it today in the future.
Aberdeen, like, meanwhile, Aberdeen are the only Scottish team to ever win 2 European trophies.
Fuck, yeah,
Won the
that's it.
Cup,
That's
Cup
right.
and the
Yeah,
Super
yeah,
Cup in back-to-back years.
man. Yeah, that's why I'm worried about the
crazy.
if we're talking about games, I'm worried about them playing Aberdeen. Fair than anything else. In the cup game.
Aberdeen are always
Aberdeen in the cup
Aye.
is one of the teams that you do not want to get, because regardless of how they're playing the league, regardless of whether they're beaten, no, Aberdeen in the cup will just fucking tear you apart.
Although
because
they don't get put out in the League Cup by like Darvale Rovers or something.
But that's it. It just makes them more dangerous. All they've got now to win is that. That's it. And cup games, as they always are, it's like a 1.5. Yeah, how you've been playing before, how you've been playing in other competitions, doesn't matter. If you go out and win that one game, so you're facing guys that's all they've got. That's what they've got.
It's like 2012. I think yesterday was the anniversary of the 2012 semi when Rudy Scatchell and Craig Beattie scored.
A semi back in 2012.
Well, I virtually almost had a semi that day because it was 0-0 at half time, and then right after the second half started, Scatchell scored, and it was 1-0 Hearts or Celtic. Then I think was it Hooper? I think Hooper scored an equaliser like late on, like 2 minutes left.
It was fucking great.
And then it was just like, oh, okay, so it's that again. It's going to be that again.
That's how it goes.
We're probably either going to extra time and they're going to beat us in penalties or extra time, or they're going to score again like a minute and a half. But then we got a penalty for handball. Now, a lot of people say, oh, it wasn't a penalty because Joe Ledley's horn was in. But see, if you actually watch it, it's no Joe Ledley that handles. It's Dedrick Boyata. He slaps the ball like a fucking basketball. Right? See if you look closely.
Right.
I don't know why everybody's so preoccupied with Ledley that they haven't observed it. He fucking literally slaps it.
Yeah.
Is it maybe? Oh no, I don't think it's Boyata. I think it may be Wanyama. I think it was Victor Wanyama.
I was a bit shaky because Boyata and Ledley, you definitely know it's a different type of on. And at the ball, so
I think maybe Boyata came later.
Right, okay.
It was Wanyama it was still at Celtic at the time. And he kind of slaps the ball. So that's a handball in the box. That's a
handball.
So everybody going, oh no, Ledley was...
No, David Ledley.
No. And then Craig Beattie scored and did the wee run around the track with his tap-off. Brilliant game.
Which is fucking...
The whole point of that is tangent is you never know what can happen because we had been shit in the league leading up.
Yeah, and my joy with that game is
I think you had just fucked his 5-0.
No, I think it was. It was fucking ridiculous. In the league. That's what I mean. The cup games don't matter. Fuck. Cup games are totally different beasts altogether. That's why the odds when you go into the cup games as well, the odds are in the place because the bookies know the cup games.
I mean, what were the odds for St Johnstone to win a cup double like 2 years ago? You know what I mean? Like
fucking joke, guys. You'd see that put that one. You'd probably tenner on that. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be sitting here.
You could probably afford to buy a house.
Yeah, maybe actually.
I'm going to go buy a house for these winnings.
God, I need to think of something. What's your favourite? Can't even ask you what's your favourite alcohol or drugs, so because the way they take drugs now.
Well, there's dexamphetamine. I'm digging the Elvans. That's about as much as I'm.
Right, because I know you're big music fan.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favourite band? Just band, no album, band.
There are two answers to that for me though. So
it's like one answer, but what will encourage you to make it through it?
Current favourite band is Guided by Voices. Okay. My all-time favourite band.
What's your Raisin favourite band?
My all-time favourite band's REM. So REM's the answer.
Yeah, because Monster is obviously favourite album.
I don't even actually rate Monster or that highly. No compared to. I mean, a bad REM album is still a good album.
Right, obviously, because your favourite band, yeah.
Yeah, like I can listen to any REM album, even the ones that I consider to be the worst, more than I would listen to most bands, but even bands that I like.
Right,
so
okay.
It's like, my favourite REM album is Fables of the Reconstruction. Which is
weird. That's like
it's the third LP.
It's a weird album for somebody to say that there's a favourite for REM.
Yeah, it's weird because like I wouldn't be able to sit and go right. I like this and this individual song off of Fables, but see the
album itself.
I'm an album guy though. I won't sit and put a playlist on. I'll sit and I'll spin a record and I'll listen to the full record.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I've said that in the podcast I think before when we've been talking
you want to
about
listen. You want to listen to an album.
Yeah, I like.
Back to front.
Yeah, I'll lie back in the couch with the sleeve.
Yeah,
and
whereas
the
I'm a playlist guy.
Yeah,
I like to pick and choose what I want to listen to. So
I quite enjoy creating playlists for other people. Like I like to put together playlists for.
I intentionally like to pick songs out of concept albums, just individual songs. It's pretty regular on a playlist, so it's so fucked up. Concept's fucking mental.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like doing that, like
an 18-minute long prog tune.
Yeah,
sandwich between two 60s hits. You know what I mean?
I love that. I have like my playlist was mental at one point. I had like 60 odd songs on it, and it was crazy. And I had to it always had to be random.
Yeah.
And yet, every time it used to try and play the same stuff, regardless if it was random. I was like, no, I'm going to play these 5 tracks that you like. I'm like, I want random. I picked 80 songs on this in particular, and pretty much 80 songs was generally a full working day. It was like that was enough. I would take you right through it. Working day for me.
Yeah. What's your favourite film?
Oh, of all time? Fuck, I don't even know. That's so fucking difficult. Because I would say, like, even up in the top 3, I've always says Jaws is one, and you give nothing to relate that to because you've not seen Jaws.
I've read the book.
But very different. I've read the book as well. I'm not a fan of the book.
The book was quite shit.
I'm not a fan of the book.
It's weirdly misogynistic.
No, it's not. Him as a writer.
Yeah, it was quite.
Israel,
half of the time, it just felt like it was just people perving younger lasses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's this got to do with a shark?
Yeah, like the whole cheating relationship between.
It's not very good.
That's not in the film either. They don't cheat. They don't shag it like that.
Spielberg. You know what I mean?
Like you say, the film for me is an absolute masterclass. And writing and in no being like people say it's a horror. There's horrifying things in it, but it's a drama. There's a drama between the 3 guys on the boat, and the film is almost a film in 2 parts as a build up, and then the boat stuff, which is a totally different film. The boat stuff for me is a theatre play.
Kind of like one of the kind of old style kind of legal films where like you would have like
one of my favourite films as well. Up top 5, 12 Angry Men.
Exactly. Aye.
Fucking love 12 Angry Men.
One of my favourite movies as well.
Love it.
12 Angry Men is so good.
Yep.
So many amazing acting performances by a bunch of guys that are just in a room.
In one room. And if you think there's not many films that you can think that the setting is in one place, but you've got so many actors.
I'll tell you,
like Jack Lemmon, the fucking thing, they're amazing anyway. But in that film in particular,
Jack Lemmon in The Apartment as well.
Yeah, I know.
Him and Shirley MacLaine together is just
but to be fair, Jack Lemmon and Enton, he's fucking, he's brilliant.
I'll second that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that looks weird, man. It looks like you're kissing each other.
I fucking love Jack Lemmon.
Yeah.
I love him.
One of the all-time greats.
And Jack Lemmon, what Matthew as well.
Yeah.
And that is like for me, 12 Angry Men. The cast could not be bettered. There's a remake of 12 Angry Men, and I watched it because I watch it because sometimes you want to hate watch stuff as well. You're like, this is going to be terrible. I want to watch it. Aye. Jesus, Vaughan is again. You're like, mate, crack a joke.
Julianne Moore's in it as well, is she? She know the Polish. Is she the Polish or is she Marion Crane?
No, she's not Marion, because Marion Crane.
She's the Polish, isn't she? Marion Crane was played by Rihanna in Bates Motel. And I was like, what?
Wow, didn't know that. I've never watched Bates Motel either. So
to be fair, the story's slightly different. It's differently done.
Yeah.
Like even the shower stabby scene is in there, but it's different, totally different. And I liked how.
There's some ways you can.
No, there's a very subversive way that they set it up and then did it.
Right,
and I thought it was brilliant the way that they executed it.
Right,
I thought Bates Motel was superb.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, which given how much I love the film, I was a bit.
Right, okay.
But Vera Farmiga is Norma Bates, and the young guy.
So the first film was a thriller, like a psychological thriller. Second film was a fucking slasher film.
That's the one he gets because he gets hooked into like 20 years later.
Yeah,
and it's Anthony Perkins still.
I think it's the second one. I think it's the second one where the kids get killed at the start in the cellar, and the kids try to get out and get stabbed. And it's still Anthony Perkins. But it's a slasher film. They looked at it and went, how can we do this? And
you've just been like, because it was like the 1990-ish, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, Anthony Perkins has got years and years ago when I went to Spain on holiday, he had a series of horror themed holographic fun houses. It was Anthony Perkins. It was promote them.
Mhm.
So it was like Psycho guy that was promoting Randy Burton's face,
Yeah.
saying come into the funhouse.
Oh, God,
And it's the
that's
holographic
horrific.
thing. Yeah. I was but I'm getting back, like I'm getting back when I was young,
Yeah.
because it had to be 18 only, and I was about 15.
Oh,
And I
right.
was like that era,
Oh, what
because they
time?
were really,
You
really.
would have loved that.
No, I'd have fucking
Yeah.
loved that. Or I'd have been killed. It might have been.
Yeah.
I might have just been a shag with a fucking
Just have been a
spray
serial killer.
Aye. And I'd be like, man, I want to go in there. I'm just going, try to go in the dead shack.
No.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Don't touch me, cunt.
that's why my dad's my favourite parent.
Yeah, I know, aye. I'm an Al Bundy.
Aye.
I mean, the serial killer.
I mean, Ted Bundy.
Yeah, but he's called out his friends.
Fair enough.
So we get rid of stuff, mate. Just change the reality.
Yeah. I mean, this reality is quite shit in general, so any slight change we can make to it is always welcome. Whose turn was it?
I said mine's theirs.
So it's my turn then. Right, so you need to ask me. Is that actually your favourite film?
Oh, shit, you did.
You said Jaws.
Well,
you kind of started with Jaws. Are you going to settle on Jaws?
I don't think I can settle on, like, I don't really have a favourite of many things.
Yeah.
It's always like a jumble of chaotic fucking scenes and stuff. Jaws is always the top three though, and never moves out the top three. So I could confidently just say Jaws because I've watched Jaws so many times.
Yeah. My favourite film of all time is The Lily Blood.
Never seen it.
I'm like,
that's not my Jaws for you.
It's probably ADHD, man. Like I love listing things and ranking things. Like I love doing that shit. I've got favourites to everything. My favourite film is The Lily Blood.
Okay.
Masterpiece. It's a masterclass in acting by Daniel Day-Lewis. It's phenomenally written. The costume design and the setting. Oh.
Right, okay. What's your favourite game system?
Thematically, it's also very in line with it's anti-capitalist, so it's just like I'm there, dude. My favourite game system, Sega Mega Drive.
Really?
Yeah. It's what I grew up with. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
I'm going to go back because
FIFA 96.
Yeah, I'll go back to because I love Sega Mega Drive, but like
I love PlayStation
me waking
2
up
as well.
Christmas smaller when I was a kid and getting the Spectrum 128K plus where you get original games in it.
Yeah, I was recently playing World Cup Italia '90 because you got your Mega Games one.
Yeah.
When my brother Ross and I got our Mega Drive
games one actually. I don't have. I had the football one, and I had like
Super Hang On, the motorcycle racing, and Columns was on it.
Columns, that's the one's always that fucking stuff. Yeah.
And I was just messaging my brother not that long ago because I was playing it, and I realised, I'm playing Italian 80 in the exact spot in what used to be my nana's living room.
Right, okay.
That Ross and I for Sega Mega Drive and played our first game.
Right, okay.
And he beat me 10-5 in that game. And he never beat me ever again. Like I just went into overdrive competitive mode and was like, that's never going to happen.
All night, just
you made a big mistake, son.
Yeah.
And I was saying to him, like, oh man, that's crazy. And then he got back to me and was like, what a memory that is, you know what I mean? Like I remember doing that. And he was like, I should probably just quit there.
Just go all together, aye. I admit, the first time I played, obviously, like even your. Like I bought the Amiga CD when it was the toss-up between it was going to be popular. It was the Amiga CD and PlayStation. So thinking correctly, I picked
Sony. You mean the earphone people?
Yeah, but it's like because you think Amiga will definitely do.
Yeah.
And like my mate went the Sony way and I went the Amiga CD way.
Did you have another mate that had a Sega CD?
No, well, only went. I got the clump hanging transformer. I'm like. I go with some fucking cracking games for it, but it literally lasted like a year, and then the games were just like, I'm still going to make any more games. You're like, mate, you gave up after a year. Mate, don't do this to me.
I mean, we see that, but PlayStation 5's probably heading that way already, man. Like, all the best games on PS5 and whatever the Series X or whatever it is,
it's all going online stuff.
It's not remakes of PlayStation. There's not even remakes of classic games. It's remakes of games that came out 5 years ago.
But a lot of that's entertainment stuff as well, because a lot of your films not coming out are either remakes or reimaginings or reboots. And you're like, mate,
they're ridiculously shit.
They are. I get what you've done there.
I'm sick and tired of remakes. You know how I feel about cover songs, and it's no any better.
I know how you. What's your favourite cover?
Oh, favourite cover is.
What's that one?
First We Take Manhattan by R.E.M.
Oh, okay. So you've made an R.E.M. link as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Who was the original band?
That was by Leonard Cohen.
Right. Okay. I actually weirdly only know the R.E.M. one. I don't know
Yeah,
the
it was a Leonard
one,
Cohen
so-
song.
Right,
The
okay.
Leonard Cohen version is in Watchmen in the end credits. Because
All
I
right, okay.
think that song gets quoted in the book Watchmen at one point.
Right.
Same with Desolation Row by Bob Dylan. And then
See, that rings a bell, though.
I
That does
think
ring a
My
bell.
Chemical Romance, I think that the cover of Desolation Row for the credits of
They're also a good band. Fucking love My Chemical
My
Romance.
Chemical Romance.
Yeah, I do like it, mate.
It's no matter thing.
Yeah, I do like them.
I
But
like loud, angry stuff like Refused.
You do like
You know?
sometimes you like loud, angry stuff with any words.
Yeah,
Some screams.
just screaming.
Just screaming. Which is loud and angry as you get.
Yeah, my favorite cover is probably First We Take Manhattan by R.E.M. Or maybe I think Motorhead did the cover of Sympathy for the Devil on their last album. That's up there among my favorite covers. But I think I'd probably have to get to the R.E.M. cover.
Right, okay. I'm struggling to think of a favourite cover because a lot of certainly the stuff that like thinking of a favourite cover is difficult because you think it is, no, and you're like, oh, it's not like it isn't. Like I get that. I get it. I know some covers have kind of made it.
It's like even Twist and Shout by the Beatles. Like I far prefer the Isley Brothers version.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of either song.
I'm not as
I don't
sacrilegious as it is.
Don't really like
to
the
say.
Beatles.
I don't like the Beatles.
I'm not a
either, and a
massive
lot of
fan of
people-
Beatles.
And it's frustrating and awkward for me slightly because a lot of my favourite bands are like very heavily inspired by the Beatles.
Yeah, no,
I just feel
the
like
thing is, I understand how
I
the
just
Beatles
feel
are
like
good.
I just feel like
Aye.
other bands have done what they've done far better.
Yeah, and earlier,
Yeah.
earlier as well, a lot of bands do.
Yeah.
So
I mean, their first massive single, Twist and Shout, was an Isley Brothers cover, and like the Isley
Yeah.
Brothers version is so much better. Although I don't think the Isley Brothers actually were the original people who even did that. I think it was somebody else did it or somebody else wrote it for them. Like
And
there's
then
a
it was
couple of
covered
different
again.
versions of it, but like for me, the best version of Twist and Shout by far is the Isley Brothers version.
yeah, that kind of area, that kind of your Beatles, your Rolling Stones, and all that. I don't really give a fuck much about it, to be honest with you. I like a couple. I love Sympathy for the Devil.
Yeah,
One of my
I'm
favourite
definitely
songs. I love
far
Sympathy,
more of
but-
a Rolling Stones fan than Beatles. I
Yeah.
like the Rolling Stones' first couple records, especially. They weren't particularly consistent.
You're a bit angry, so that
Yeah.
kind of ticks your boxes
Yeah.
as well for that, mate.
Although I'm on my pills now, so maybe I'll be listening to the Beatles going, that's actually really nice.
Yeah. I went, yes, aye.
Yeah.
I don't think
yeah.
Uppers is going to make you that's the Beatles.
Imagine
really.
that was like a weird side effect.
No, you're going to get angrier again, so you're going to
See me in an
that way, aye.
advertisement like, hi, my name's John, and I used to hate the Beatles. And then I started going,
Yeah.
well, man, shake the wee bottle.
And then pants and you're wearing high heels and it's like so and it's always fucked. Always once in a Brighton. Oh, sorry, mate. It's not working.
Is it not working?
Oh.
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
That's better.
We like the heater.
We do.
I don't know. That's been quite a good. Quite like that. Quite like 5 questions each other.
I mean, I
Okay,
think finished.
you want one last one, mate?
What's your favourite? What's your favourite premises that we've had? Would it be the NHC shop or the Icebox?
It's a hard one because the Icebox we could do a lot more, but with the original NHC show we were forced to think how to do stuff a bit better, if you know what I mean. So, like, we managed to fit gigs and events and that in there that we should never have had ever, just because it was like
we ripped the piss.
We always ripped the piss. That's just kind of what we did. Whereas the Icebox at the time, it was so big that we could essentially do what we wanted in there. I'd say the Icebox actually, just because it gave us a wider scope to kind of do stuff that we wanted. Whereas the shop was more a shop at points, like that it had to be what it was.
Yeah,
the Icebox could adapt to a lot of other stuff. The Icebox has a bit of the front, bit of the back, and that. So,
see, for me, it was the shop.
No, I know.
the Hidden Lane
a
shop.
few folk, it was a shop actually. So,
because it felt like a community space more than we're a community space, which
which is aye.
You know, like. I remember, like...
No, I know a few folk that actually prefer the show.
I remember getting off the train and then heading up Argyle Street toward Finiston.
And it's just the whole the aesthetic. The show was,
it was like it was like, I'm going to work,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And my job is like... It was almost like being in the movie Clerks. You know what I mean? Like my job is just to hang out at the shop,
yeah,
you know, and put out CDs and just chat shit, you know. And then at the weekends we just had such crazy nights in.
Whereas it was strange because like people actually get paid at these folks for what, but they class it as less a joke. You're like, but you get paid here. Like the other one was like, we've done that as like actually volunteer for hobby, but we're all actually getting paid here, and yet everyone's like, it's not the same as it. You're like, mate.
Well, you know me, Jimmy. I don't really give a fuck.
You don't care about cash,
money doesn't bother me slightest.
I think there were two very different things and also very different points in time.
The timing as well is very important.
No, I think it was.
I think I touched on it back in the episode we did.
And I think the groups of people involved in both, for good or for bad, made the time 100%, of it. So
like back in 2018, there was a group of people together that was just so seemed to be so tight.
It seemed to be so tight. But at the same time, it was also quite an explosive group, which and that like. When you think about it, see me actually think rationally about the group of people, how like kind of explosive and that they were as well. It would long term they would never have worked. It would never have worked. Again, but you kind of squeeze a bunch of creative folk together that are all very set in their ways now, or very and a lot of drugs, a lot of drink, all that kind of stuff as well. That shit never works. Look at all your periods of time with other venues, even CBGBs, all that kind of stuff. They all either explode or implode. So they can't last. These things don't last.
It's true.
They never do. I think it's a kind of a sad testament to like what you're looking at as the arts and all that kind of stuff as well. But it's also how that type of stuff works. It's like it's something so fucking creative and so much spark and all that. It's just going to explode at one point. And it just
when you like dynamite, eventually it's going to. It's going to reach
things like the old show. No, everything worked so perfectly, worked so well at the time, but it's because it shouldn't. And that it would explode at one point. It would, and it did, like everything else does. That's how, like, even go back to the show, that's how you know it was such a fucking great period in time and such a good thing, that because it did fucking explode and it exploded in such a crazy fashion. That's how things do. So, and even Xbox at the time, like, there was big explosions, big fucking creative differences during the Xbox thing as well, whenever it went to shit. But I think if you didn't have the crazy things, then it's not worth it. There's no worth doing it, basically. So
it's part of the cocktail, isn't it?
No, you need the passion, you need love, you need the fun notes, you need fucking everything that happens in it. You need the failures just as much as you need the wins. You need all of this stuff. In fact, you probably get more failures than you get wins. Like we've had more failures than we've had wins. It makes the wins more savory. But at the same time, you're like, well, I'll take that one up there. It just like all of these things is like a melting pot, and it's the melting pot that makes the good stuff, but the good stuff never lasts for a long period of time. And if it does last for a long period of time, it becomes almost corporate. It becomes a kind of timeline.
It's like good food, good times. You don't just snap your fingers and you've got a plate of good food.
That's it.
You know, you have to prepare the food. You have to go buy the food, prepare the food, cook the food,
and then serve the food. All the time you get sick of the food.
Like, you can't just infinitely be eating the food. You know, you got to go and prepare it and cook it and serve it.
So we've had like two of the very specific.
That's an analogy that 2 weeks ago I wouldn't have been capable of making because my brain was too foggy. That's how you know the pills are working.
Okay. All you said there was.
To be fair, I'm going to listen back to this and it'll just be me going, cabbage.
Just staring at the butt.
Aye. You're not even there.
Oh shit! I'm just like yourself.
I'm just like trying to edit it. Like, what's going on?
Oh, asking the questions and all that. Yes. So I did. I think they were very strong in time. So I would say for me the Xbox, but it was because that was progression for me, and like
that's exactly it. Like different roles will have different.
For me, it was like a build-up, and if it wasn't for COVID, we'd have had like I always say, like our trajectory was to have a couple of venues. COVID just fucking ruined everything, but it did for a lot of people. So, and it was just again, COVID was a moment in time.
COVID played a part, but the Tories did make it ruin things because they just didn't.
They didn't help anybody. Network Rail did as well. When they after COVID, they were like, "We need to make some money. Let's put the rent right up and charge everybody more." Because that's how you keep your people
Yeah.
It's by charging them a lot more. It's crazy because now they've got a lot of fucking empty units, which doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but the icebox is still empty.
Yeah. I get took care for like 4 weeks. Yeah.
Because we still got our stuff outside it.
Yeah, the bin was there for a year. Still fully the shit that we left in the bin.
Hell, man.
They lost a lot of units because they put up the prices.
Yeah.
But any big organisation or big company like that, it becomes just a money thing at one point. It's as if there's no rational person actually running it. And the numbers
it's just like an AI
that's it. The
been
numbers just keep
programmed
going
just
up and
to
up.
be like, get me a profit.
And then when you contact them, you're like, I can't pay this. And they're like, yeah, that's just how how is that how it is? Like, we're going to leave. People next door are going to leave. The fuckers up the road are saying they're going to leave. So you're going to have all the empty units. And they're like, mate, it doesn't
And then you don't get any rent money.
No,
would you rather get some or none?
So there's lots of units up there still available. So fuck Network Rail.
Yeah, maybe we'll just move in next door to the icebox.
Aye. Call it the rice box.
The rice cupboard.
Yeah.
Aye.
That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was chaotic, but I enjoyed that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Join us next week for Names of Games, the letter J, and then in 2 weeks' time, we're going to try and do a full review of Fallout, the TV series. In the meantime, please do follow us on Facebook at Icebox Glasgow, at Icey Cast Pod, and at NHC Music Glasgow, because I'm slowly trying to get that back up. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. If anything really long term, we'll see. Also, follow us on YouTube at Icey Cast Pod. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Icebox Glasgow. And I believe that's all the links, really. Oh, follow at Fright or Flight Productions, on Facebook and Instagram. Yep. It might still be Fright or Flight Promotions on Facebook, though, or have you fixed it?
I have not fixed it. It will probably be fixed before this.
Just search for Fright or Flight.
Just see Fright or Flight, all one word, you'll get it.
Yeah.
So.
We are, as we are recording this, it's just under 2 weeks ago now, as this is going out. We were supposed to have filmed the horror short, said it properly that time, House Guests by now, but there's been camera delays, so hopefully by the time this goes out, it will be done. And
like when we're ready, technology is not, apparently.
All those weeks of planning. And
I know, and it's a fucking battery problem.
It's like when we were doing the B1000 episode of the podcast. I did 3 months of planning.
Yeah.
And we'll call them unforeseen circumstances. And it totally fucked it. Yeah. So I had to completely wing it.
That's why during the last 2 podcasts, I've been like checking my phone so often because I put a call it online and somebody's actually says they can guess one for the next couple of days. But
so fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's it. So by the time because this is 2 weeks, it will be a film by then. It will be a filmed by then. Jesus fuck. I'll be filmed. Right.
Right, that's quite enough for that.
See you later, lads.
Thanks, folks, and goodbye.
Bye.
Before we go, actually, Spotify. Go to Spotify, type in Icey Cast and follow us there. That's all. Bye-bye.